Welcome to the video guys, and before we start, do me a favour. Find out when the next festival or big event is in your area and buy a turnip costume. Douse yourself in water, then charge into the crowd dressed as the magnificent turnip you are, screaming at the top of your voice, subscribe to Moist Turnip Gaming. Thanks in advance. With all the hype around Far Cry 6 and the fact my air conditioning just broke for the second time this year, I'd love to talk about what we can realistically expect from the next installment of this incredibly sensual series. But just like personal hygiene, it's important to be realistic and not get too excited about a game more mysterious than Jeffrey Epstein's prison cell. We haven't got any gameplay footage so far, and it's not really a concern, but more of an annoyance, as this game was supposed to be released earlier this year, so it's clearly ready to be shown. Yet we sit with our thumbs in a place the sun don't shine, speculating what could be on YouTube and other places. There are more people making videos on this every day, with info as credible as Biggie and Tupac still chilling in Glasgow, Scotland. There are rumours Far Cry 6 will be pushed back till 2022, and that gameplay footage should be shown at E3 this year. The sad truth is we don't know, and as much as we all love hype porn, it might be easier to just gently caress yourself over an episode of #1 money shots and get it over with. Like seriously, there isn't much point in wasting time over news that's not really news. So in this video, let's talk about realistic expectations for Far Cry 6 and its release date. We have a humble and intelligent, we have a humble community here at Moist Turnip Gaming, and I'm looking forward to what all three of you think in the comments below. Okay, in all seriousness though, as much as I want to think this will be the best Far Cry yet, I have to keep my expectations realistic. Even though this will be released on next-gen consoles, think about the differences between Far Cry 2 all the way to that last game where the world was pink and, let's just say, the cringe made you want to vomit on a newborn giraffe. What was that? Oh yeah, New Dawn, that's it. The biggest change was from Far Cry 2 to Far Cry 3, which was great, but since then it's been kind of minor, let's be honest. I think for Far Cry 6, it needs to be spectacular for it to really make an impact going into next gen, and I really hope that they can pull this off. Just a quick example would be the introduction of outposts to clear and the system of liberating areas by activating cell towers in Far Cry 3. I'm not saying that they should bring that back, but they should think about, new things to implement. It reminds me of how I try to implement new things to my daily routine, only 2 months ago actually, to make my life better. So first I started making sure to have my first beer before 8 AM, and as my mother always told me, not to be a quitter and always do things to the best of my ability. Second was to never let something you want in life get away without a fight. So, after a court case of sexual harassment and a restraining order, I'm now happily divorced and making new friends in my Alcohol Anonymous class. It just goes to show with hard work and persistence, it really pays off eventually. Hopefully, Far Cry 6 won't shy away from trying something new, to stand out, from previous games. I mentioned in the last Far Cry video that I didn't really like the idea of having pets to escort you around the world of Far Cry, as I think it's just ridiculous and it's been done twice before. In my opinion, they should focus on more vehicle options, or maybe create a system which allows us to create businesses out of the outposts we take over, creating a small empire in which we can have an unlimited amount of money to spend in game. Let me know the moisturizer you use in the comments below, as a dry scalp is no joke. I would really like the game to be more interactive and have things to do after the story. Sometimes when I'm bored I go back to play 3 and 4, just to admire the world. It's great, but it's a shame that there isn't anything to do. All a guy wants to do is become Vass from Far Cry 3 and sell copious amounts of drugs. All we want to sell is weed, cocaine, meth, pills, acid and so on, as to discriminate is just not cool. Now regarding my prediction for the release date, I'm not gonna lie, it's not good. We're definitely going to see footage this year, but at the very earliest, November, December. But I'm actually starting to think 2022, early 2022. Now hopefully that will be the latest. Let me know your predictions in the comments. Thanks for keeping it moist with me here on the channel and listening to me chat shit for a while. Stay safe guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Moist.